Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm in a very different place right now than I normally am. I'm actually at a really lovely hotel and I'm on vacation, but I wanted to film a little video where I walk through some of the things, actually all of the things. I brought all of the things that I purchased at the giant Sephora sale that just happened roughly a week ago. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think they only do these sales every half, so twice a year, and they're very rare and they're very exciting because depending on what level you are, so I'm a Rouge member, do spend a lot of money at Sephora, which is like the highest level of their rewards program. You get 20% off of like anything on Sephora, which is crazy. And if you're, I think, a step down from that, you get 15%, and then a step down from that, you get 10%. So the reason I love it is because, also sorry if it's echoey, I'm in a bathroom, so there's not a lot of like things to absorb the sound in here, but the reason it's so great and why I look forward to it is that number one, it happens in the spring, and then the second time it happens sort of right before Christmas, I think in like November. It's a really great time to buy those like staples that are expensive. So I'm gonna walk through the things that I always try to buy in the Sephora sale. And then I actually kind of like went a little off script this time and I bought some new things. So I wanna talk about those as well. But I'm gonna start with my tried and true hair mask from Quartz, which I'm probably butchering that, but I've talked about this in my hair video that I filmed. I think it was like literally one of the first, it was the first video that I filmed where I talked about how I keep my unnaturally blonde hair. I'm naturally like a very, very dark brunette, how I keep it healthy. And this is one of the items that helps me do that. This is like the best hair mask I've ever tried. It's expensive. It's like 60 USD or something like that. And so anytime I can get a discount on this, I'm gonna do it. So I purchased two of these, 20% off, and I'm just essentially stockpiling it. So yeah, it's amazing. It smells great. It's like super thick. You can honestly feel it instantly working. I use this in my hair at least once a week. I honestly only wash my hair once a week. So basically every time I wash my hair, I use this after shampooing. Another hair item that I got, spoiler alert, actually everything I got was hair related except for one thing that I'm gonna show you at the end, and then I'm gonna do sort of like a mini little makeover with it. Another thing that I got, which I was completely influenced to buy, I'm not gonna lie, was this scalp and hair treatment by Guerlain, I think is how you say it, not sure, but a French brand. Victoria McGrath from In the Fro talked about this recently on one of her blogs, and I have a lot of scalp issues. When I'm super stressed out, I definitely get really bad dermatitis on my scalp to the point where sometimes it like scabs and whatnot. So I definitely, anything that's like healthy and helpful to keeping your scalp healthy, I'm here for. So kind of splurged on this. This was really expensive. It's 125 or something around that USD. And so getting 20% off that was really nice. And I've used this a couple times, and if anything, just for like a scalp sort of soother, it is incredible. I was a little nervous because it's an oil, or I thought it, yeah, an oil in serum. I was a little nervous about putting an oil on my scalp, I'm not gonna lie. So I did it the other night, and it's super light, like super, super light. I only wash my hair roughly about once a week, and so my scalp was obsessed with it. It really helped kind of just like give it that little bit of nourishment, and it did not add any extra sort of like grease or nastiness to my hair, which is fantastic. So I'm gonna put a little bit in today. But you get this really nice long pipette because, I mean, it's expensive, but I also think it's gonna go a long way because it's quite a large bottle and you really don't need to use a lot. But I essentially take the pipette and then I just kind of like definitely put it on the areas of my scalp where I normally get a little bit itchy or where I just want a little bit extra, like maybe I want to stimulate a little growth. So I'm gonna put in here. So I kind of just pick a couple areas to like put it. I also want to try it where I put it in when my hair is wet and then let my hair air dry, but you can definitely just throw it right in your hair when it's wet or when it's dry, and it's like totally fine. I just love the long pipette. It really like gets in directly on the scalp, like through the hair, which is super nice. So I get it all in. Oh, and honestly, the smell is unreal. Apparently they have their own like island off of France where they have this like bee colony, and they use all the honey from that in their products. So it's like this really like fresh honey scent. It's not like a nasty like artificial honey like we're used to kind of smelling. Okay, so I put a lot in there, and then what I do is I just kind of like massage it into my scalp. I did this last night, and then I got in bed and I was like, oh my God, it feels so good. Like, this is definitely a super luxurious product, I will say. And like I said, I've only used it for a couple of days, so honestly, I have no idea if it's even gonna do anything, but ideally, it would make my scalp just really happy and moisturized. I mean, off the bat, it automatically feels just like soothed. I don't know how to describe it other than that. Like sometimes, especially if you don't wash your hair very often, like I do, I feel like my scalp can just feel really irritated sort of at the end of the like hair washing cycle. Like it's been a week for me right now, so like, oh, this just feels so nice. And it's not sticky or anything, which is amazing. Okay, so I get in there and just massage it into my scalp. Now I look like a crazy person, but then I literally just go over with the brush and smooth everything out, and it's fine. And my hair will be back to normal. So it looks like a tiny bit greasy, but honestly that's just because it's like kind of wet, so it's gonna dry and it's gonna look completely normal again. Oh, but yeah, I'm very, very into that. It just feels so good. Like anything that I feel like is just gonna help my hair be like healthy and happy and grow, I'm super into. So yeah, so I put a lot in, and once this like dries fully, it's just gonna look totally fine. Which is crazy to put an oil directly on your scalp like that. But yeah, so that was the second hair care thing that I purchased. And then the next thing I purchased, my salon where I get my hair done in New York. I feel like everyone in general, like outside of salons too, have been talking about K18, and so I got some. And I will say this is also really expensive. This is about $70 USD, so another great candidate to purchase 20% off. This is a leave-in molecular repair hair mask, and basically you're supposed to not condition your hair, but because my hair is like so starved for moisture, I still put conditioner in my hair and then I put this in after. But what I really love about this is I'm gonna try to replace Olaplex number 6. So that's what I use. It's also kind of a leave-in conditioner. Put it in my hair after I take a shower and I wash my hair, and then I blow dry my hair with it in my hair and straighten it and everything. So gonna be replacing this with that for a few months, and I'm gonna see how it goes. But I've only heard really good things. Oh God, every time I just get like a whiff of like fresh honey. God, it smells so good. But yeah, so not sure. I mean, it definitely worked nicely. I used it on, when did I wash my hair? Tuesday morning, and it's now Saturday. So yeah, I mean, I liked it. I think I could have used a little bit more. I think I was scared to like use too much. So yeah, we'll see, but I've heard really great things about this. And then the final hair product that I got, definitely a huge investment, but I love so far every single Dyson product that I purchased. I actually got the Air Wrap for Christmas, but I purchased it during the November sale or whenever that sale was before Christmas. So getting 20% off of a Dyson product, like I got like $100 off of this, which really makes a huge difference when you're wanting to invest in a new tool. This is the Dyson Corral. And I made the jump from the standard kind of GHD straightener. I really love my GHD. I've used it for years. I'm actually selling it on Poshmark if anyone's interested in getting the GHD at a lower price. I'll link it below, but the Dyson Corral is supposed to be less damaging to hair, and I just come to the conclusion that A, I'm a short hair person, and B, I just like having like a short modern bob, and that involves having to straighten my hair. And I know that my hair is really fragile, so I felt like it was a good investment to go ahead and get the Corral. Love the fact that it's wireless. I'll insert a little video and set up at the stand. It looks like so cool, so modern. I mean, it's definitely got like 10 out of 10 for that. And it's got 3 different settings. I tried to use the lowest setting, but I honestly felt like I kind of needed the middle setting just because my hair, even though my hair is fine, it definitely is thick. And so you turn it on, you pick your setting, like starts to heat up. There's also this little pin here, so when you're flying, because it is battery powered, you take this out and then it makes it safe for flights, which is nice. So you can easily travel with it. And the plates, it definitely like doesn't feel like your normal kind of like straightener where you really like feel like you have a grip on it, but I think that's why it doesn't break your hair as much, because it's got like a very soft grip. Like you almost feel like the plates aren't really like touching that much. Okay, now it's ready. So it definitely feels different than your normal straightener, but I'm hoping that it's gonna be, I'm not gonna do a lot at the top because obviously I just put oil on it. I don't wanna like fry my hair, but I'm just gonna do a little bit of straightening at the bottom because it's been raining here, so my hair gets a little wavy. But yeah, I just do like a pass over it. I've just been doing one pass over in the mornings and just getting it more like ready for the day, and then I'm good. But yeah, I don't know how to like describe the feeling, but it doesn't feel like you're clamping down like really tight on the hair, which can feel a little bit awkward at first because you're like, am I grabbing the hair or am I not? Also kind of makes this weird like sound. I don't know how to describe it, but hopefully I'm so far really like it. It's a beautiful design. We'll see over time how the damage kind of pans out. But so now my hair routine is really just to use the air wrap to sort of like blow dry and do like a preliminary straightening job with the little brush sort of paddle attachment, and then I go over it to just make it extra sleek with the Corral. I haven't actually tried like waving it or anything. I will try that. Probably maybe the next time I wash my hair, I will do that. But this week I just wanted it straight because I knew that I was going to be like rolling into the office every day. I didn't really want to deal with having to like maintain a lot. So yeah, I'll just do a little work on the ends. But yeah, the wireless factor is so nice. I know people complained a little bit about it being kind of heavy, but honestly, like I do my hair so quickly just because it is short that it doesn't really impact me. So yeah, just like gonna comb some of this oil through my hair more. I've also been using the oil, I like put it in my palms and then kind of like put it on the ends of my hair just to give it a little nourishment. So I'm gonna turn that off now. This stand, this like wireless docking stand is just like so cool. Okay, so like I put a little in my hand, kind of do that, and then I just go on the ends of my hair to give it that little extra. So yeah, it is super light, not sticky. I have the Olaplex number 7 oil, and that's like way more intense in terms of like, I don't know how to describe it. Saturation, like you want to be careful with using it, but this one I feel like you can use a lot and it's like totally fine. So yeah. So that's my hair for the day with my new Corral and my fancy scalp serum. I already did my face prep, so now excuse me, I want to get into the final thing that I purchased, which I absolutely did not need, but what's a sale if you don't buy something fun that you don't need? So I got a new eyeshadow palette, and it is the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette, and I've had this in my wish list for a long time on Sephora. I think this is about $65 USD, but like, look how beautiful this palette is. Like, I love pinks, I love earthies, I love these like amazing glittery, I've been using it this whole week and I've been trying out different combinations and they're all just so beautiful. It's such a good like everyday palette with like for spring, just to give something a little bit extra that's like fun. I don't know, I just feel like it's so fun to switch up your eyeshadow palette because it's really easy to get in a rut with your makeup where you just feel like you're doing the same look all the time. I need to get more eyeshadow. That's what I should have gotten during the sale. Honestly, it was more eyeshadow primer because I'm almost out. This is the Urban Decay anti-aging, I don't know, potion thing. I'll link everything down below, but an eyeshadow primer is so important, honestly, just because it helps have everything stick. I'm gonna use the Beauty Pie little brow gel. Ever since I got my brows microbladed, I haven't had to fill them, and I've just been able to use this brow gel, and it's been absolute heaven, honestly. I still need to do a video about the microblading because I feel like some people don't really know who it is. It is getting your eyebrows tattooed, but honestly, it's a lot different than that. It's not like someone's like taking a tattoo gun to your eyebrow. It sounds really awful, and I don't mean to like scare anyone that's gonna get it, but they basically take like a scalpel to your eyebrow, but and do it sort of that way, almost like a stick and poke tattoo. But anyway, okay, so I'm gonna go back and use this Mantra color because I just want to go for a more like smoky eye today. So as I always do in my little makeup videos, I like doing sort of the dark color first, and don't worry, I know it always looks crazy, and I do that to kind of like shape the eye. And the reason I do that is because I just find it easier to blend and cover with a lighter color. God, all these purples and precious and everything. I actually think I'm gonna go for a matte look and then put a tiny bit of glitter over the top, mostly just because I want to use this like purpley taupey color. It's really pretty. Okay, so you can see how I'm starting to like, this is a very light purple color that I'm putting over it to kind of like blend everything, but like how pretty is that? I love a purple and a pink because I have hazel eyes, so I feel like it brings out my green in my eyes. It's just like such a light and fresh eyeshadow palette. It's so pretty. Yeah. Okay, and then they have these really cool, like I'm gonna use, ooh, do I use Moon Magic or do I use, this Cosmo Love is like really fun. So yeah, now you can see the fun glitter situation in here. How cool though, like, purple glitter eyes. See, it just makes me so happy trying out different colors that I haven't worn in a long time, forever. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a little on the bottom. Honestly, I think I'm gonna put a little bit of this Cosmic Love on the bottom. I would love to know the psychology behind why we have to keep our mouth open when we're doing anything near our mouths or near our eyeballs. It's bizarre. One thing I will say, there aren't a lot of good like highlighter colors. Self Love is probably the only one that's like light enough. It's kind of more of like a champagne-y color though. It's not like a bad highlighter, it's just not as like white as I would like. It's okay, we'll use it. But yeah, I think you get the vibe. Very like springtime, really pretty. I'm just gonna go for like a lighter look today because honestly I'm like running around the city being like a tourist. I don't want to have like super dramatic makeup. I mean, for some people this might be very dramatic makeup. For me this is like chill makeup, but now I'm gonna use my Lawless mascara because I use this all day, every day. God, am I getting low on this too? Okay, just gives it a little something. A little something, something. All right. Just a little light mascara, and then I've been using mostly just for sunscreen, but also just for a little coverage. I'm going to use the Beauty Pie Tinted Moisturizer. Just get a little bit of coverage, like literally just a tiny bit of coverage. And you get sunscreen in it, which is nice. Even though I would advise also doing sunscreen. It's supposed to rain today, so I'm not like too worried about it, but okay. Oh, I'm gonna blend it because I'm super pale right now. Yes, and I'm gonna use my Beauty Pie cream blush that I love with a little beauty blender. Oh, pink and purple. How fun. I just love it. Okay. And then a little highlighter and a little powder, and I'm G to G. Good to go. And I smell that honey on my hands and I'm just obsessed. Like even if it doesn't do anything, I feel like it's just like perfume for my hair. You can see now it's definitely like starting to dry more, so I feel like my hair just looks more like shiny and nourished and not greasy. I don't know, maybe think differently, but also mind you, this is what, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 5 days of no wash, so pretty good. This is the Lawless powder that I love. I know I kind of hate that Huda is not clean beauty because I do like using sort of clean beauty eyeshadows, but like I get it with the glitters and stuff. I'm sure that's really hard to do, but life is about balance. So most of my face is clean beauty. Okay, cool. That's my look for the day. Straight hair from the Dyson Corral and eyeshadow by Huda Beauty. Very fun. All right. Let me know if you guys got anything cool during the Sephora sale as well and make me feel good about my purchases. All right, I will see you all in the next video.